Alright, so I have the GTX 770 here in a computer that I use on my TV, and I wanted to see how it's holding up over the years. It is November 2017. I believe today is the 3rd. Call of Duty World War II just released today. So, this system is a computer that I use in my living room. It has the i5 4570 in it, which is 3.2 gigahertz, which with a maximum turbo of 3.6. Have 8 gigs of DDR3 at cast latency 7, and 1 terabyte SSHD. So if we go into video here, we can choose the preset for the game, set it to high, hit apply. So everything's at high, at 1920 by 1080, and you should see down here in the corner the FPS. So let's go in and see how this graphics card's holding up. And I'll just continue a game that I just started. I haven't done nothing in it. Give it a second here to load. Now, I do believe the operating system I'm using is Windows 8.1, and I do have it installed on a main drive, which is a solid-state drive. And on high, the game looks pretty good, actually. Looks like my health's pretty low. I got 7 HP down there. That's wonderful. But I'm getting pretty steady, constant FPS here. Looks like 42 right now, 48, 45, 58. Now this game's not very well optimized, I will admit. 7 Days to Die is not the most optimized game out there. It's still in early access, and it looks okay for what it is. Am I gonna die? I'm probably gonna end up dying. I got 1 HP. And a camera sitting right in front of me. I am not using Shadow Play or OBS. I wanted to see the real performance of the graphics card. And I didn't want nothing hindering it in the background. So I am just using a regular camera. It's locked. 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 Probably all locked. Locked. Of course. Where is it? In the building, I guess. And as you can see, the 770 is holding up fairly well. Like I said, this is the 4 gig edition card from MSI, and I remember back when I first purchased this card, everybody said, "Do not get the 4 gig edition. There's no reason to. It doesn't really perform any better than the 2 gig edition." And guess what? I think, 6 months later, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, something like that. And all of a sudden, everybody needed to upgrade to the 900 series because the 970s had 4 gigabytes of RAM on them. Go figure. And I feel fortunate that I went ahead and bought this card because I didn't need to upgrade until the 10 series released. And it looks like we're holding pretty steady here on FPS. I'm gonna let this zombie kill me. There we go. 49, 48. So as you can see that FPS is pretty much holding true, and the game looks very good. So I've obviously spawned somewhere else now. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Here it is. Alright, so let's go do a little more exploring, and then I'll change games here, and we'll try something else out. 46, 43. I don't think I've seen it drop down into the 30s yet, so to me that's a win. Very playable between 30 and 60. Let me see, is VSync on? I don't recall. Video. VSync is on, so let's turn that off and see if the frames go any higher. Let's see, field of views at 78. Shadows distance is near, but tree quality is at ultra. Let's go ahead and put that up far for shadows distance. Usually shadows really put a demand on the video card, and see what happens with that. Okay. Alright, so we're already down into the 40s, just looking around. I mean, pretty much the same. Low 50s, low 40s. I haven't seen it go up to 60. It's probably not going to because the shadows are far. Alright, looks like a little town down here. Let's have a look around, shall we? Everything's probably going to be locked. That's going to take forever. I ain't sitting there doing that. Well, I would say this is a big success. At least for this game. The 770 is holding up very well. So let's go ahead and we'll get out of here. Oops. Come on, let's see. There we go. Let's quit this title. And I'll see about going into COD and see how that plays. Let's see. I do not. Let's go into zombies. I have to agree to a user agreement here. Let's see. Yes, why not? Oh, it's on 720. Restart required. Who is it that makes COD? It's Sledgehammer, isn't it? It's pretty typical with their games. Infinite Warfare, I mean, geez, I have to restart that game 3 times before I could even play it, like every week. I don't know what the deal with these games are, but they really don't want people playing their games for some reason. Alright, you gonna let me do it this time? Join the fight. Alright, let's go into settings here. Now, With World War II, there's no presets. They basically optimize the video for you. So that's great. It's not even giving me full 60 hertz there. What's it say? Let's do display resolution 1920 by 1080. There we go. And then should probably do like the post rendering stuff, but I don't want to sit here and wait through it. Yeah, the shader preload. Looks like shadows are on. High. Shadow depth normal. Normal. Depth of field is low. Ambience off. Okay. Or whatever. That should be enough. Alright, let's go into local play. Create match. Oh, this isn't zombies. Why did it? That's fine. Can we set up bots and stuff? There we go. Now this isn't going to be too wonderful. It's not like I'm going to show mad skills during this match, I can tell you that. Only because I am out in my living room and this is not a computer that I play with a mouse and keyboard. So let's hope I don't do too horribly. Let's go ahead and start a match and see how it goes. So how do you think the 770 is going to do on this game? I wonder. Wow. Is it ever going to load? I'm not even sure. Does the 4570, is that meet the minimum requirements of Call of Duty? Oh, it looks like it does, so it's playing.
Domination. Secure and hold all positions. Mission begins now. Remember your closing with Able. Enemy control Charlie. Dug in and Able. Taking heavy fire. Damn it, I'm out.
Looks like I'm getting 60 FPS, which that's good. 55. Oh, that's not good. 59, 61. Yeah, see that? Alright, come on.
Capturing
My keyboard just died or something. Uh-oh, that's not good. Let's see.
Baker, lock
Yep.
down.
It looks like it. Looks like my wireless keyboard just took a crap on me.
Baker's overrun.
There we go.
Capturing Baker. Dug in at Baker. Fix him and flank him.
Well, I guess that's the end of the video right there. Go ahead and mute that, and I would say it's a big success. The 770 is definitely holding up the test of time. This is a brand new title just released today, and it's getting 55 to 60 from what I saw. As you can see, the game looks pretty crystal clear. So anybody who wants to, I believe they sell on eBay right now for around $100. You can find the 4GB edition cards, which is a lot cheaper than the 970s, which I believe are still in the $200 range. So I guess that will be it. Take it easy.